Let's brighten up your day now with Top That Trade. Joining us today, Phil Flynn, a Fox Business Network contributor, and Alan Nuckman, an options trading pro. Here we go, guys, with round number one. Buffett buys. Warren says the Dow will go to 1 million in 100 years. What's your favorite Buffett stock? I'll throw out some names: GM, Apple, Synchrony, some banks.
I think Mr. Buffett's being pessimistic. He's only assuming a 4% return every year for the next 100 years. Historically, it's been 5%, 5.5%.
So where you're going to say Dow 2 million?
It's going to be a lot higher. I don't know. I didn't do the math, but it's going to be a lot higher.
When T. Boone Pickens came on the air and said that oil was going to hit $100 a barrel before his 100th birthday, and then they asked me,
it did.
It did, and then they were saying, Phil, when you think oil's going to 200? When that's going to happen? Oil's at 150, and I go, not before I turn 200,
right?
Because I didn't think it was going to pull back.
All right, so pick a stock. Warren Buffett, obviously, a renowned investor. The stock that I like, obviously, Apple's had a bit of a pullback. Right. It's down about 10% off its highs. And that target's 180, which is significantly higher. And then 195 would mean that Apple would be worth $1 trillion. So I'm not saying no to that stock.
I'd say no to that stock for the year 2000. The technology stocks aren't going to last that long, for 100 years.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just looking at a stock for now.
From now,
just for
the
now,
next 100 years.
No, the 100 years, the Dow is going to be at 1 million.
I thought you like to make 100-year calls because nobody can prove if you're wrong or not, because you're not going to be here. So I'll tell you what.
All right, here's a company
I'm going to be
has.
here to tell you were wrong about Dow 100 higher.
SYF, Synchrony.
Synchrony.
It used to be GE Financial, so it's credit cards.
I was going to pick
those
that
guys
too.
make money.
I was going to pick that as well. I was not going to pick Apple because you know what? We have learned in the history, as good as Apple is, it might be good for the next 10 to 20 years.
It was sell the fact.
Technology.
You've talked about sell the fact.
What was the biggest technology stock of the 90s, right? Motorola was like one of the biggest stocks in the world, and all of a sudden it fell apart.
I don't think Apple's Motorola. Okay, some of these others we like. So. I always like Bank of America.
Okay.
And I just cannot argue with Mr. Buffett. He's a wise investor. Obviously, I don't need to say that.
With Warren Buffett, unless it's politics.
Moving on to round number two, rotation equation. Now that the FANG stocks have fallen, where does the money flow now?
It has. Well, I thought it was kind of interesting when we talk about FANG, the Faisals, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, Google, and if you drop Google, it's FA. But regardless of that, if you look at that stock, interestingly enough, the ICE index is actually talking about an index just on those stocks because that has been the main driving force. Forget the Dow, forget the NASDAQ, just trade the FANG. That's all you have to do.
Really,
so they think it's so influential.
Right, but the NDX 100 obviously is those top stocks and it's weighted with those top stocks and they've all had a pullback.
Right.
We've seen this movie before. Every time they pull back, you take the distance of that pullback, on top of those old highs, that projects about a 5% move from here. It's not over in technology.
It isn't, but where's the money going? That's the question. Energy stocks could be a play. They're undervalued. So if you're looking to take some profits, take it from the hot sector, put it in the cold sector, you rotate. Rotation, that's right. That's not a hurricane, that is rotation.
A cyclone goes this way.
Cyclone goes that way.
Okay.
There you go.
Rotation, rotation, rotation. Let's take it to round number three, Diamond Dive. The second largest diamond in history, recently sold for $53 million. What do you think is the better buy, Signet or Sotheby's?
I think it's going to look good on my ring finger here. It's going to be like
I think you'd have to put it
big.
on your. You'd have to put it on
your
leg.
It's going to be that big. Yes, I like the diamond stock. What's the name of the company that bought it? DIA. It's the big diamond stock, and I think diamonds are a good friend. This stock looks very good. It has been in a big uptrend, and I think that diamonds are a good investment right now. They've been undervalued for the last few years.
I'll slow Phil down. Diamonds is what we refer to the DIA ETF, which is the Dow.
Right.
So diamond spiders and Qs. So I think he's making a play on diamonds. I had to translate that. But I was looking at some of these stocks that are in the jewelry industry. So Signet has been trading between 50 and 70 for 6 months. That target's 90, and it was at 90 in January. So that's very much a possibility. What was interesting that I thought is this diamond. They originally priced it at $70 million, but they had to sell it at $53 million. So that's about 20% off. So a diamond sale, a diamond deal. But diamonds are not a commodity, so to speak. They are, but they're not a commodity market. like gold, for example. So it's there's no pure diamond play unless you want to do the diamonds,
Well,
which
you
are
can
the
do
Dow.
actually the company that bought the actual diamond might be a play as well.
Right, the company Lusara, but they're down 40% because they obviously had to unload a hot diamond.
Right, but when they start selling it, the prices could go back up.
Diamonds will always be a girl's best friend. Let's take it to the bonus round question now for today, and we are talking Twitter. Twitter is proposing adding more characters. How many more characters will Twitter possibly be giving users?
So you're going to ask 2 characters. How many characters? I know the answer. So
Can
I'm
we
not
put
gonna-
in this app? I would say 29.
It's 280, but the stock is not going to double.
Alan, you nailed it. 280 characters.
Thank you.
Inside information.
Inside information. That's okay.
Legal inside information.
Great job. Thanks a lot, guys.